Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day. We dropped our NBA Play of the Day yesterday, man. That was probably the worst beat of the year for me, man. Yeah, that one hurt. That one cut deep. We had Rockets plus 4.5, down 4, 6 seconds left. Van Vliet shoots that BS ass three. Sagoon go for the rebound, fouls Luka Doncic, zeros on the clock, down 4. Luka Doncic gets 2 untimed free throws. Mavs win by 6. We drop our play of the day. That's super frustrating for it to be my team too. The Mavs, the one that did it to me. That was frustrating, man. But hey, still a winning day overall. We went 3-2 on the premium side in the NBA. My other loss yesterday was the Sacramento Kings. We had them -1.5. Of course, they win by 1. It's one of those nights last night in the NBA for me, but it was still a profitable night. Shout out to Celtics. Shout out the Knicks. Shout out the Nets. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward, man. Let's continue to make some money betting hoops. I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, hey, smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. Follow me on Twitter. I'm active there all day long. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including my NBA play of the day. Man, it's the first time in the last month where we've dropped 2 plays in a row. We dropped with the Pacers 2 days ago, and we dropped with the Rockets last night. Can we bounce back? Can we bounce back today? Of course, I think so. I love today's NBA play of the day. 13, 5, and 2 last 20 on that NBA play of the day. Looking to get back on track on that play today. And of course, I got multiple plays for sale. Hop on something long-term. Let me help you make some money over an extended period of time and join the All Access Club. If you're a big bettor out there, information is in the description below. Hey, no graphics today, man. I'll be running behind sometimes. I know. Y'all mad at me. It happens. It's cool. I'm still finna cook up every single game, and we're still going to try to smash it per usual, man. So without further ado, let's do just that, and let's continue to make some money betting hoops. First game up. Y'all know who it is, man. It's the Lake Show. They're out on the road facing the Detroit Pistons. Lake Show laying 7.5 on the road. I'm not rushing to bet this game. Mainly because the Pistons, let's call a spade, they're straight ass 2-15. They're okay against the number. You can bet them in certain spots. It's just you got to have the stomach to do so. Currently, the Detroit Pistons are 7-10 against the number. So they're not terrible, but they're not great. In all honesty, if I were betting this game today, I would take the home dog in the Detroit Pistons. The Lake Show hasn't showed me enough to warrant laying points, especially this big of a number on the road. I could see the Pistons coming in here a little hungry, keeping this game fairly competitive, losing the game by 4 or 5 points when it's all said and done. Not overly in love with this game, not overly in love with laying points with the Lake Show out on the road. They definitely are the better team, playing the better basketball. But I'm not laying 7.5 with the Lake Show in this one. I can see this being a game they kind of go through the motions, win in the end. Pistons get a cover. That's my thoughts there. Next game up, we got the Orlando Magic laying 9.5 at the crib on the Washington Wizards. No reason to doubt the Orlando Magic. I'm going to lay the huge number. Orlando is currently the best ATS team in the NBA. ATS, I be seeing some of y'all ask what that means in the comments. Against the spread, meaning when you put your money on this team, you've made more money betting the Magic than any other team this season. They're 14-3 against the number. They have covered in 82.4% of their games. Hey, short, sweet, simple. I'm on the Magic in that one. Told you guys earlier in the season we were going to lose the value on the Magic because they're going to be a much improved team than the perception of this team earlier in the year. Now that the perception is starting to catch up, we're starting to see the line be reflective of where it should be. Magic laying 9.5. Last year, I'm pretty sure everybody would have took Washington here. But today, I'm pretty sure everybody's living up on the Magic, and they're going to lay the points, and I'm going to be one of those as well. I think they take Washington behind the woodshed. Next game up, we got the Suns out on the road facing the Toronto Raptors. Phoenix laying 3.5 in Toronto. I hate betting Toronto, but in all honesty, in a lean, I do lean that direction. I don't trust Phoenix laying points on the road. What have I said about Toronto all season? On the road, or straight fade. We look to fade them boys more often than not. But at home is typically where they play their best basketball. They have an entire country behind them, unlike other teams who just have a city. So their home court advantage is one of the best in the NBA. And I think they can and will keep this game fairly competitive. I do hate that they're on a back end of a back-to-back. They did have to leave Brooklyn last night, come back to Toronto. They have not looked that good. You know, they've lost 3 of their last 5, got their doors blown off by Orlando, did beat the Pacers and did beat the Bulls, but turn around, lost to Cleveland and Brooklyn. Might be a bounce back spot for them at home. You know, they've been on the road a ton recently. They played 4 of the last 5 out on the road. They're back at home where they play their best basketball. Kevin Durant still game time decision in this one for the Phoenix Suns. I don't want to lay the points with the Suns in this one, not on Toronto at home where they typically play their best basketball. If this was in Phoenix, I would lay like 7, 8 points. But in Toronto, I kind of lean in the direction of the Raptors. Next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are one of the worst teams in the NBA. I really almost never recommend laying points with bad teams. The thing is, I do go through every single game, every single day. And here's my thoughts on this game. Yes, I have systems. I try to walk you guys through them, like the 50-50 stuff and, you know, all that type stuff. But we still got to handicap the actual game. And here's the thing I see in this game. Grizzlies typically play their best basketball at home. Utah typically plays their best basketball at home. Utah has been straight ass on the road this season. Let's call a spade a spade. Memphis, they're kind of improving here a bit. I mean, they're still 3-13, but there is a pathway forward for the Grizzlies winning this game comfortably over the Jazz. This is mainly a fade of Utah on the road than it is a play on Memphis at home. I know that sounds insane, but it's the truth. The Jazz, man, on the road have just been terrible. At home, we can bet them and make money betting the Jazz. Hell, we were on them in back-to-back games against New Orleans in Utah. But on the road, I can't really look in their direction. They've been terrible out there all season. Let's just look at their last few road games. Got their doors blown off by the Trailblazers, 121-105. The Lakers blew their doors off, 131-99. They did beat Memphis already in Memphis. That's what's surprising. They did beat them 127-121. I'm expecting the Grizzlies to get revenge here at home. I am. We saw them got their doors blown off by Indiana, 134-118. Chicago beat up on them, 130-113. So they've been straight ass on the road, the Utah Jazz. I can't trust them here in this spot. Grizzlies working with revenge. I think they get this one done tonight. I am going to lean towards Memphis. I know they're a bad team, but hey, it is what it is. Next game up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Philly laying 2.5 points on the Pelicans on the road in this one. I'm taking the Pelicans here. Everybody, their mama, uncle, and auntie is going to be on Philadelphia. And I understand it, but I kind of don't. The reason I say that is the Pelicans, they're night and day. On the road, they're ass. And we just saw them lose back-to-back to the Utah Jazz. But at home, I've liked what I've seen from them recently. And I'm going to jump on them here at the plus money. I kind of wish the line would grow so I can get a little more plus money. But I think the Pelicans win this game in the end. I like what I saw from them during that homestand. Beat Sacramento in back-to-back games. They should have beat the Timberwolves when the Timberwolves were extremely hot. They had a huge lead in that game, saw it wither away, lost that one 121-120, beat the defending champs at home, beat up on the Mavs at home. I think the Pelicans get back home and get back right. Philly, they looked really dominant to begin the season. Like they had the best record in the NBA. Since then, they kind of just been treading water, and I don't like this spot for them tonight. I really don't. I think the Pelicans match up really well with them. I think CJ McCollum's back tonight, and y'all know I love the Pelicans when we finally get Brandon Ingram, Zion, and McCollum all on the floor together. Man, I think the Pelicans come back home, stack another win. I got to fade the public, got to fade all the money on the 76ers in this spot. I think the Pelicans come back home and bounce back off the 2 losses in Utah. All right, next game up, we got the Rockets, man. Back to the scene of the crime. Damn, man, that was terrible last night, man. That was terrible. That one hurt me to my core. They're getting 7.5 now in Denver. Short, sweet, simple. I'm taking Denver here. This line's getting out of control, but hey, we all know what's up with this one. We're getting the Rockets on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. A road back-to-back at that. They played in Dallas last night, had to leave Dallas, head to Denver to play a Nuggets team that's rested at home in a spot where, hey, say it with me now, they go stupid, dummy, crazy. I'm not overcomplicating this one, man. I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm laying the points. The Rockets have been competitive in these games on the road, but it just seems like they always find a way, even though they were competitive the whole way through, to not cover in the end. And that's what we saw last night, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again tonight. I'm expecting Jokic and everybody to be back for this one. I'm expecting the Nuggets to win this game by double digits at the crib. Why? They go stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib. That's why, and it's a terrible spot for the Houston Rockets. Last and final game of the night, got the Kings, man, Kings getting 1.5 at the crib. They're going up against the Clips. Clips laying 1.5 in this one. Kings are on the back end of a back-to-back. I'm not really worried about it all that much, though. I think they beat the Clippers. Everybody knows I love fading the Clippers. I fade the Clippers damn near daily, and I'm going to continue to do so. I'm getting the better team at home as a dog. Sign me up. And the way they came back in that game yesterday against Golden State, hey, I love that. I think that type of momentum carries over into the next day. The Clippers, man, they looked terrible down the stretch of that last game they played. I watched that entire game against the Nuggets. They looked terrible down the stretch. Remember, Jokic didn't play that game. They got thoroughly outplayed by Reggie Jackson, DeAndre Jordan, and company. If those guys can do that to you, Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox surely can do the exact same. I'm continuing to fade the Los Angeles Clippers. Short, sweet, simple. Taking the Sacramento Kings on a back end of a back-to-back. They're at home, though. Think they're going to light the beam. Hey, that's all the games for tonight, man. That's all 7. Just cooked them up for you guys right here, right now. I'll be back with the graphics tomorrow. I promise. I just was running a little behind today. Hey, I do got premium plays over at the site. I got my NBA play of the day. We look to get back on track on that play today. We did drop 2 in a row. I call a spade a spade. We dropped 2 in a row. Last night was disgusting. It was disgusting. Rockets should have covered, but hey, it is what it is. Still a winning night. Still having a really solid month, really solid week. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. If you're rocking with me, rock with me. Scoop up premium plays over at the site. Hop on something long-term. Let me help you make some money over an extended period of time. Big bettors out there. Join my all-access club. Yeah, man. That's all I got for you, boys. I'll be back later today. I might have a surprise for y'all later today, so be on the lookout for that. I'll update y'all on Twitter as soon as I find out what the plans are. But, yeah, man, it's been your guy, Jay Briggs, in and out. Just giving y'all the information that you need to know for tonight's NBA action. It's been your guy, man. I'm out of here. Peace.